Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, a podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 699, and it is your review of Toby, Dammit, as we commence our second Federico Fellini month here on the Nerdcore Podcast. As always, this is the Nerd Channel here to host Sean, our wonderful co-host Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Monday evening.
Monday evening, yeah. Monday night, live, early, and ad-free before anybody else gets to watch this on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Available on the $1 tier and above on patreon.com/thenerdcore. But before we can go ahead and get into the review, Brad, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Had a moderately successful day at work, so
Yeah.
so all I can ask for.
Yeah, it's all you can ask for, huh?
Also, oatmeal was on sale.
What?
So, oatmeal was on sale.
Okay.
I know, like, I shouldn't be getting excited for that, but food prices are fucking wild right now.
Yeah.
So 18 pack of oatmeal is generally $9. Figure that fucking one out.
Yeah.
It was $4. I bought 3 of those fucking things.
Yep.
I buy more.
So now you got a lot of oatmeal, huh?
Now I got a lot of oatmeal.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been having meals of just like oatmeal with a little bit of protein powder because we have like protein powder. So it's been working.
All right. Well, glad you got some what's called relatively cheap oatmeal.
If it's still that same price when I get paid this week, I'm getting more oatmeal. Just fucking $9 for a box, man. I'm just
you're like, fuck it, why not, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I just had a long day. I've had a long fucking day. And work, and then what's it called? Just chilling here. I got home and I watched this film because thankfully it's 40 some minutes. So I was like, okay, cool. I can do this before show.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
I at least made the exception for this. I was like, Brad, it's like 40 some minutes. We're not talking about a 5-minute film. So
generally Raul does not do that.
No. But I made an exception. I was like, okay. It's
I didn't know it was because I saw the spirits. Was it Spirits of the Dead or something?
Spirits of the Dead, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this looks cool. And then Raul was like, that's like just one of the stories, Brad.
Yeah, Brad. It's one of the stories of the dead.
One of them.
Yeah.
Which I probably should have made this a mini pod, but
instead you selected another one for mini pod, but I mean, it's fine. You know, you've got what's it called? You wanted to do this one, so it's all good. That's what we're gonna do. But we're doing this. Last time we were on, we did a Fellini month. We covered other films, and I asked Brad, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, and he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "It's like maybe do Fellini again." And Brad's like, "I'm down for more Fellini."
Yeah,
he wants to do more Fellini. Yeah, but I'm glad.
Brad... I have to say my interaction with my wife when she walked in and she's watching this, and she goes, "What are you watching?" And I'm going Fellini, and she's like, "Who's Fellini?" And I kind of just turned to her, and I'm like, "You don't know who Federico Fellini is?"
You don't know who Federico Fellini is?
You don't know who Federico Fellini is? Come on now. Get with the culture, woman.
With the culture. You know, how long have I been watching movies for this podcast? You don't know who Federico Fellini is?
Fucking Federico Fellini is?
Yeah.
Just turn Italian.
I'm glad that you chose this one and you didn't choose what's it called, Boccaccio 70, because I don't have that one.
Oh, okay.
I haven't bought. So it's like 3 short films, and Fellini has one in that one. But I was looking
at that one. I was looking at that one though.
But like that one's only available to rent and buy, and I'm like, yeah, you can't right now, Brett. So yeah.
But we got Toby Dammit.
Yeah, I got Toby Dammit.
Which is an awesome title.
Yeah, which Criterion Channel has it on the channel. I was what's it called? Surprised to find out that it's actually there. So, great place to have the movie there. But well, I guess let's go ahead and get this going, guys. It's probably gonna be a shorter episode. This is a short film, so sorry for the less than 25-minute episode. But let's go ahead and get this going, Brad. It's 1968, so go ahead and introduce him to Toby Dammit. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCourt. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video.
All right, Raul. So, coming right here to the channel, Toby Dammit is a 1968 Federico Fellini movie, loosely adapted from Edgar Allan Poe's story and Never Bet the Devil Your Head. Federico Fellini's contribution to the omnibus film Spirits of the Dead is one of the filmmaker's most extravagantly stylized cinematic dreamscapes, a psychedelic profusion of artificial backdrops, feverish colors, and waxwork like weirdos. Terence Stamp telegraphs ever-mounting mania as an alcoholic Shakespearean actor who arrives in Rome to make a Catholic Western, only to find himself beset by surreal visions that build toward a careening late-night ride on a highway to hell. And going to IMDb, I guess I'll go with the cast, the four, I guess the main ones here, or which, there's a ton of cast listed here. Terence Stamp is the main.
Yeah.
I guess that. And then Marina Yaro is the child or the devil. So I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Music by Nino Rota. Cinematography by Rotuno. Editing by Ruggero Mastroianni. Production design by Piero Tosi. Art direction by Fabrizio Clarici. Costume design by Piero Tosi. We got a lot of shit. We got a visual effects by Joseph Nathanson.
Okay. Hey, you're like, okay, cool. One thing I can read.
Editorial department: Enzo Occoni, Vanda Olasio.
Yeah. All right. But no budget, no nothing like that, guys. I mean, this was what's it called, a anthology. It was 3 short films in one. So
I got to say the writing credits though.
Okay.
Edgar Allan Poe,
based on his story. Yep.
And Bernardino Zapponi.
Yeah. Bernardino Zapponi. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Brad. So you won the coin toss, man. So this is your first pick. Was. And Brad, what are your initial thoughts on Toby Dammit?
I really like this movie. It's 48 minutes long. It's I guess it's a short.
It's probably one of the shortest movies that fucking Fellini ever made in his life.
Yeah, but I overly enjoyed this movie for whatever strange gripping. This thing starts off weird in the start, and it continues until the very end of being weird, and I was all for it. I love the camera work in this, especially towards the end when he's driving the Ferrari. The sound design and sound work in this is fucking terrific. The roar of the engine, the squealing of the tires, just the sound design in total. The sets, the set in this, I'm just looking all over in the background, looking at all this weird shit of the Italian Oscars, which looks like it's done in a basement somewhere. Fucking fantastic. So I mean, I really enjoyed this movie.
Yep. Brad, I've watched. This is the first time I've seen this film since 2019. I didn't watch the new restoration of it. Because it's a special feature in what's it called, the Fellini set. Yeah, it's a special feature in the Fellini set. So I was like, I'm gonna get back to this. I need to get through all the other films. Never got to it, but I wanted to watch this one because I had already seen it. And I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. I didn't love it. I gave it 3 stars when I first watched this movie. Which I was like, I liked it, but I don't like really love this movie. But this time around, I really liked it, man. I gotta say, I think this movie's really freaking good.
For 48 minutes.
Fantastic in his role. He's such an asshole, but he's also just like
I mean, he plays a very good alcoholic.
Pretty good alcoholic, right? Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Just that whole ceremony is I could not like I could not take my eyes off that whole ceremony scene of just like what is going on?
Yep.
What is
Yep.
this?
And I love it's like those flashing lights. Like I hate the flashing lights.
Like
And
ah.
the
And then
more
he
you
has a
see of
spotlight
him,
on him.
yep. The more you see of the flashing lights on him, it's just withering him. Like he's just losing all of it.
Yeah,
And
I mean the opening scene where he's at the airport
yep.
and he's sitting on the escalator going up trying to get away from these paparazzi. Although I don't know if they called him that at that time, but paparazzi. Uh,
Paparazzo. Paparazzo. Yep.
and sorry, I just can't help
Yeah.
my hand signs. And then the throwing in the devil
Yep.
as a small female bouncing a ball.
Yep.
Interesting concept, apparently from Edgar Allan Poe. And then he's meeting with the Catholic clergy to make this movie, which is a Catholic Western, which I haven't heard since probably thinking Raoul would make a Catholic Western.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's a lot of what's called what Fellini has known for, for what's it called, displaying in his movies, the Catholic Church, and what's it called, the westernization of like Italian movies, and you see a lot of that, but of course you see what Fellini loves the most. You see some form of the circus. There's like performers and like all these things, and like,
There's just
and of
so much
course
going on.
yeah, the lavish lifestyle that he constantly he's constantly commentating on, like in La Dolce Vita and all that stuff. It's in here, and Mr. Dammit is literally there just to get his Ferrari. That's
Yeah,
all
I
he
mean he's
wants.
literally asking for that, and they're like after the show, and I'm sitting there going, "This man ain't getting no fucking Ferrari.
Yeah,
There ain't no way this man's getting a
like he
Ferrari."
got his Ferrari.
Yeah, he did. He got his
Yeah,
Ferrari. I found my favorite part. Like I like the Oscar scene, so I thought that was good. My favorite part's when he's driving the Ferrari.
oh
I
yeah, I
love those
love all of
shots.
that.
I love all that.
The
Just
shots.
the
I
the
mean,
fast movement, the in the dark with the lights on, the headlights on.
and the fake people.
Yeah, the mannequins for some reason, which I don't know if that's calling out how Toby Dammit saw what people were. He just thought of them as fake.
Yeah.
Because he literally hits a baker.
Yep. He
With
does.
the bread scattering. So I'm like, did he kill someone or was that an actual mannequin? Like, do they just have mannequins out in Italy? I don't think they do. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing these are real people. It's just he's seeing them in his alcoholic brain as being mannequins, and he's just run over people.
Yep. And of course, I think that he adapts Poe so well. Like it's almost like has the same feeling that you would get from Poe, but it's like Fellini's Poe.
There's an eeriness to it. With,
Yeah.
with the absurdity of it from Fellini, you have that eeriness Poe lends
Yeah.
it, which I think is great. And I go back to the sound design because I love the sound design of that
Yeah.
Ferrari. That is just great to hear. The squealing tires, the engine roaring.
I
I mean,
love the way he lights all of that. I love the way that he lights that. It's just when he's even walking to get the Ferrari, you have like the backlight just completely shining on the car and the man.
and then you
It's
got the
like,
guys coming out of the shadows to try and stop him from
yeah,
leaving
like
because they know
I
how
just,
drunk he is.
yeah, I love the way he just lights this film. I think it looks great. I think they did a great job on restoring this movie, because the way it looked like before was a little rough around the edges.
I would
They
imagine.
still very much kept what make this movie great, which is like the grain and stuff like that. So I'm glad they kept that. But yeah, this movie was a little rough before. But yeah.
And then we get to the end.
Oh yeah.
Which is the out of order bridge, which by the way, here's the thing. This has happened in modern times
Yeah.
where a bridge is out. There's a hole in the bridge. Like there's nothing in the bridge, and people have moved the barricades to try and make their way across the bridge and have driven off it.
Yep.
So this is nothing new.
So you agree that he definitely died?
he 100% died because I mean, you see the devil smiling childishly going to pick up his head. You see the blood on the wire spanning the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
trying to keep people from coming across it. And honestly, I really think Toby Dammit wanted to die.
I think so. I think he
He
did
was,
too.
I mean, because he almost has like that sort of like that. I don't want to say a calmness, but like a giddiness, like a smile there when he realizes like the dudes are shouting at him, like the bridge is out, you have to go the other way, and he's like, eh. And then he just bolts it. And I think honestly he was tired of it. You could definitely in the interview he was being also that scene. I mean I thought that was a great scene. Um,
Yeah.
in the when he's being interviewed and he has just such disdain for also a weird way of being interviewed with like three different people shouting questions at you, but you know, with the cameras focusing in and coming out, and he's just sitting there awkwardly, like one thing I disdain
Yeah.
is Anchorman.
I love the costumes too. I think the costumes are great here. Oh my god, I love the way that they look in this movie. Um,
I feel
but
like that's what you would see in an Italian version of the Oscars.
yeah,
I feel like that.
yeah, probably more than likely. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it's a great movie. I don't put this above like anything that I love the most from Fellini, right? Because
I
this is
mean,
short.
you got
But
48 minutes to work with it, so I mean, there's not a lot of time to like what was Toby Dammon's character like in the past? Like I don't know,
what do I
because he
know?
got 48 minutes to show me this dude's an alcoholic and wants a Ferrari.
Yeah. But what's it called? I really liked it, and I think that it's a really good short from Fellini, and I love the way, like I said, I love the way that he adapts Poe, and he has this like really kind of weird feeling to it, but it's also very much Fellini in his style,
Yeah,
and
I think we're
yeah,
starting off the month pretty good, even though this is a short.
yeah, come
And I'm
on.
kind of glad I chose it because man, I like the camera work in this.
Yeah, no, I love all. Once he's in that car, just the camera work is fucking awesome. It's
Yeah.
great. I loved
And
it.
I think you're right on his how he details Poe's story.
Hmm.
And he doesn't just overlay it with he just doesn't be like this is Fellini's Poe. No, this is a bit of Fellini and a bit of Poe.
Yeah,
I mean, because I'm used to absurdity with the past Fellinis we've seen, and that's what I got
yeah,
with this, and that's what I wanted to see.
yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the Asylum production, Tony, damn it, didn't
Tony
get
Darn it.
traction. Tony, darn it, yeah, no, it didn't, bro, it didn't. God damn it, Stacy.
Oh,
But Brad, what's your final verdict?
I'm going to give this. I really enjoy. I know it's not like up to other Fellinis. I know that because it's
Yeah,
48 minutes. You're not going to get that background you need. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's that good.
we're both on the same wavelength here, Brad. 8.5 out of 10.
I give the car scene a goddamn 10 out of 10 because I could watch that over and over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All of that is just so good. Love the sound design. Love the what's it called the camera work and the movements and the lighting. It's fantastic, and
Yeah,
just the smoke and all that is just it's great. It's great looking film. But yeah,
just
man.
driving through the Italian streets is kind of dope.
Yeah. It's just one of the many films that was restored for his 100th birthday, Brad. And that was yeah. Um so thank you guys so
How
much.
old is
Oh,
Kurosawa?
the 100 like 20 some.
What the fuck, Toho?
Yeah. Well, remember they did the AK-100 set, which was the DVD.
Yeah, they didn't store shit though.
Yeah. Yeah, those are just DVD, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brad is, there's a lot of restorations that still haven't made it over here. It'd be nice. Yeah. He is what's it called? He was
I mean,
born in
granted,
1910.
Japan isn't like Italy. I'm sure Italy is like they hold up their directors in very high regard.
Like, of course, we're not going to be stingy when it comes to Fellini. You can
Yeah,
have him. You can have a lot of the films you want from him. He's Kira Kurosawa is 114 years old. Yeah, he would be 114.
but for our listeners, he's passed away, but he would be
Yeah.
114 years old.
Yeah, yeah. Turned 114 on March 23rd. Yeah. But that concludes our review of Toby Dammit. And as always, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah, we made 20 minutes. Pretty good.
Yeah. Keep it up to date with us on the nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the Nerdcore. At the $1 tier, you get early access to videos and episodes like this one, along with our other episodes that are on Thursdays, and those go live for everybody on Saturdays. So check all that out. Discord link is in the description below. You can chat with us about Fellini on there and a bunch of other films. So talk to us on there, man. Leave a comment on the YouTube video. Tell us what you think about this film. What do you think about us covering Fellini again? Are you excited? Or you're like, nah, man, stop talking about these boring ass Italian directors. Give me a Michael Bay month.
No, I don't know. Yeah. You pay me enough, sure.
Wrong podcast, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you pay me enough. Don't fucking talk about anything.
Yeah. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the channel. Check out our podcast feed, give us a 5-star review on there, and follow us on that favorite podcast app of choice. 2014, well, he just be getting started. If he was Miyazaki, right? Yeah, he just be getting started.
Life is suffering.
Yeah. Oh, man. But of course, we want to thank our patrons. They make this possible, and they're the greatest. And we thank you guys so much. Thank you for being the awesome people that you guys are. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. Brad, can you tell them about our executive producer, Shane?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thrifted.il, or go buy something from the Suppy God at prisoncityvintage.com.
And straight, Brad. And of course, we will catch you guys on the next one. Not entirely sure what movie we're discussing next because, Brad has, what's it called?
Brad has ideas that don't always come to fruition.
Brad has ideas. Brad also has a method of being able to watch movies that we wouldn't, all of us would be able to see. And he refuses to choose them from there. Instead, he decides to, choose these other movies that are really hard to find.
I mean, but they look.
I know,
cool, and I want to watch.
I know, but you don't tell me it. What's it called? A week before.
It is what it is.
Without further ado, Brad, let's go ahead and send him out of here.
All right, Roll. Thank you for being the host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us late in the chat, but still in the chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I just want to let you know, contractually, Raul promised me a Ferrari after episode 700. So we'll see that after that. Young Yoda out. By the way, Stacey, I have no issue watching Tubi exclusive. That's Roll.
Fucking